How to be a media buyer. Guys, I started my journey without doing any internships and without any mentors. I will share my 2 cents on how to start and become a media buyer so you can earn 6 figures and more. When I first started, I didn't even know I was going to be a digital marketer. So currently I'm working in Melbourne, Australia as a digital marketing manager, and I also have businesses that I'm currently running, selling courses. Alright, let's get back to the point. So for people who wants to become a media buyer, what is the best path to follow? And I'm gonna give you the exact blueprint, how to start, where to apply, what to do before you apply so you can get the jobs that you want. I actually started running Facebook ads for my YouTube channel. It was like back in 2012 or something. I didn't even know what I was doing. I started watching YouTube channels and I didn't even have a plan to actually become a digital marketer at that time. So I was just trying to learn to promote my own business. The good part about this is when you're spending your own money, you're gonna be more cautious at what you do. So you want to learn thoroughly. You will learn faster. So the best way to learn is actually not going through Google Ads courses or Facebook Ads courses. And I will tell you straight up, those are a waste of time. You can go to Google Skillshop, take as many courses as you want, and you will still know nothing when a campaign Google interface is in front of you. When you go to interviews and you will say, yeah, I have those certificates, and they will ask you a trick question, you won't be able to answer. What you need to answer those questions and get 6-digit jobs is the experience. I'm not talking about being in an agency running ads for big companies. The experience in the interface. So you know the bidding strategies, you know what to do in certain situations, certain scenarios. So when they ask you a trick question, bam, you answer. In none of the agency jobs, I worked in maybe 5 digital marketing agencies. No one ever asked me about the Skillshop, Facebook Blueprint certificates, right? Those are good to have. Of course, if you want to work at Facebook, you need to take Facebook's blueprint, but it is not end all be all. I definitely guarantee you, if you don't need to take those and you get into a job interview, if they want you to take one, after you pass the interview, then you take one. Don't waste your time and money into those. Google Skillshops are free, but Facebook Blueprint is paid. So I definitely don't suggest you spending any time and money on those courses. What I want you to do is, don't even take my course. What I want you to do is go to Facebook ads or Google ads, whichever you want to learn first. If you want to be a media buyer, you definitely need to learn both. There are some jobs specifically for social media buyers, Facebook ads. There are some just for PPC managers. What I suggest is learning both. If you want to start from one of them, I suggest start with Facebook ads because it's simpler. Why? Because Facebook ads only have a couple of bidding strategies, but Google has more and more bidding strategies. But on Facebook, there's CPM, there's bid cap, cost cap, that's it. If you want to start from somewhere, start with Facebook. But I definitely suggest learn Facebook ads and Google ads to the T. And then once you get that skill, you will go into those platforms, spend $5 to $10 a day on some website. Guys, if you don't have a website, your own website, I'm not talking about building a portfolio, a website that you need to test stuff. You're not gonna be a media buyer because you need to have a website to test certain tags. Google Tag Manager, how, certain tags that I placed, is it firing? Or you're not gonna be able to know any of that. Where are you gonna test it? If you don't have a website, you're not gonna be able to test any of those. Just create a free website from WordPress, create a blog, have a sign up. You don't have to have a purchase, and have a Google Ads account and Facebook Ads account before you do anything. If you're into fitness, do a fitness page. If you're into makeup, do a makeup page. Start there. Once you start promoting that website on Facebook and Google. Let's say you do that for a couple of months. You understand what is going on in those platforms because you're spending your own money. Inevitably, you're gonna learn how to run ads. There are tons of free content on my channel, on other people's channels. PP Surfside, PPC was good. Paid Media Pros is a good channel aside from mine. Follow those. Those are great channels on running ads. Once you have skills, you will get some skills in 2 months watching YouTube videos and spending your own money. There is no course that is going to make you a media buyer right away. The next step is really important. So you have 2 options. Once you apply to entry-level jobs, you either is going to portray that you marketed your business a couple of months, 5 months, 6 months, whatever it is, and you're gonna put that as an experience in your resume. That is really important. The other option is they're not gonna pay you and you're gonna do an internship. If you're willing to do that and have a mentor in the business and say, okay, I'm not willing to get paid, I just want to learn and how the agencies operate, you're free to do so. Talking to you about getting a head start, getting paid when you're doing that. The strategy you're gonna follow is you're gonna run your own ads to your website for 3 to 4 months. Once you do that, you're gonna go to LinkedIn. Don't even bother seeking Indeed. Go to LinkedIn and build your resume. Write about what you did to optimize your page, what you did to drive traffic, and you're gonna build a case study. I started with $10 a day budget, build it up, manage this campaign, manage that campaign on Google and Facebook. Write those down, every detail. Once you go to that job interview, the guy is not gonna be able to, we're not doing a charity work, right? Imagine, put yourself in the guy's shoes. They wanna pay the minimum money for an entry-level guy, because you're gonna be, if you're starting from scratch, you're not running Nikes or Adidas or ClickFunnels ads so far, because you just started, right? Guy would want to have someone who has run ads before and not a brand new newbie. You're gonna have some basics. You show your resume, I tried this, I tried that, I run ads, I love running ads, I spend my own money to run ads. It's gonna be a big eye-opener for every employer. If you spend your own money on ads, they're gonna be like, this guy's eager. Once you have that, this guy's gonna employ you right away. And you're gonna step into the agency world and you need to understand how agencies operate. That is your first step, and you're gonna understand how corporate ladder works in agency world or any marketing department. Always, always, always don't forget to take screenshots of the accounts that you're running, so you have proof and case studies. Cost per result, return on ad spend. If you have a good click-through rate, always screenshot that. If you have a really low CPC, always screenshot. What you're gonna do is take that, build it, however many years you're gonna work there. I suggest agency world is really fast. If you start in one company, you're not gonna be able to stay there for 10 years and have a big pay jump, because these guys know you started and you're a beginner, and they're not going to willing to pay you. Most of the companies, even big companies, if you take a look at them, they usually do not promote guys to big positions. They always outsource it. They always hire guys rather than promoting a guy to a higher level job. They know your previous level. I know there's different components into it, but this is how employers look at it. You know, the shiny object syndrome. The guy who they interview is going to be a higher level right away from an existing guy, because you're gonna be the existing guy in the agency. So what you want to do is, I say 1 year is a really great period to get your basics, get your feet wet, but you don't have to stay there for 1 year. If you're really eager to learn, if you're doing your research every day, trial error, I suggest around 6 month mark, you're gonna apply to new jobs, as in not a senior, of course, but entry-level job, and you want to be an account manager or account executive or performance mid-level. You're gonna get, I believe, around 80 grand per year mark, or 90 grand, depending on how well you sell yourself. How is the experience with the clients that the first job gave you? After you got that, you're gonna present yourself as, I ran this account, made this, I ran this account, this is the CTRs, the low CPCs I achieved, you know, the return on ad spend is this. You're gonna present everything. First, you want to demand a higher level salary. If you demand a low level salary, let's say their range is going to be 60 to, let's say, 90. If you say 60, their perceived value from you as an employee will be extremely low. So you always want to go with the higher mark and try to negotiate a little bit. Once you work there for a year, I want you to, of course, at the same time, you still want to spend your money on some of the other ads that you don't know. Let's say you want to get into TikTok ads and the companies are not running any ads on TikTok. You want to learn that. Definitely, that's going to be a skill. So you have to spend your money. $10, $20, whatever it is, it's an investment. Do it. Once you have some skills there, they're not gonna promote you in 6 months, because agencies play with really small margins. They have like 20%, 30% of an ad spend. Get that experience, bam, now you're a senior. In 1 year, you're gonna gather tons of case studies. You want to screenshot, you don't ever say, I will remember that later. Never say that. Screenshot everything, because you're gonna show that to the next job. Now you're at a level for a 6-figure job. Totally depends. I'm talking about 2 years to 10 years mark. So it totally depends on how hard you work, how many ads, how many accounts that you manage to, perform extremely well. If you're a guy going to work at 9-5 and you say, okay, I'm done with digital marketing, you're gonna get there in 10 years. Stay in one agency and maybe like jump from 80K a year to 90K a year. I know some people you don't want to be that. You want to jump to a bigger salary from that, because you're going to sell yourself with the gain experience, with the case studies you build, with the ads you ran, because it's a skill. You can build that skill with build that experience in 2 years, 10 years. It depends on how hard you work as a media buyer, how much experience you allocate in that period of time. And then I suggest going to a 6-figure range. You have to be at least extremely comfortable with Facebook ads, Google ads, and one more platform. Let's say TikTok ads or LinkedIn ads. You have to be extremely comfortable. If you haven't run LinkedIn ads, go spend your own money on it and build that experience. You will be at a 6-figure level, but as I said, the company is not going to promote you, even if you perform extremely well. Why? Because a media buyer main job is operation, and companies don't want to pay operational guys higher numbers because they don't bring in the cash. The guys who will be promoted is going to be more of a top of funnel guys, sales guys who bring in make the deals, seals the deals, who bring in the cash, finds the clients. They get big commissions, but you're an operational guy, so you have to move into bigger positions. As I said, it's a perceived value thing. Big companies always hire CEOs. They never promote media managers to CEOs. Always think about that. That's why in an agency where the jumps are more understandable compared to all government jobs or something, they work 20 years in one company. I'm not saying you rush it, but definitely know your worth. If you feel that you're worth that point, start applying to other jobs. That's my advice. Please comment down what you think. See you guys later.